presentation. It is a presentation by our sponsors, Fabrimetal. And we like to introduce the executives of Fabrimetal here with us. Mr. Malik Tanangara. He's the marketing director of Fabrimetal. Mr. David Mawanya, marketing manager of Fabrimetal. And Mr. Nana Mensa, quality in charge. Okay, so Fabrimetal is here today. They've supported us immensely. They like to make a small presentation on themselves and their products, after which we will move to the main issue, which is the panel discussion. So, Mr. Reddy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, she ran away. Fabrimetal is shareholders. You find two shareholders actually. But it's a partnership we started in 2016. This is the first time I think that we are making a presentation for a civil engineers forum. So let me tell something very brief before my friend starts the presentation. So number one, thank you for the opportunity. I think we have to thank Mr. David, Mr. Joseph, and I think the council members and the members who are present here. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Joseph, and we are happy to engage with you in the future also. So Fabrimetal has two partners. One is MMD Group, which is the largest group related to steel manufacturing in this part of the world. We have 7 countries and 2 more to come. So 9 factories, and we have been commissioning the new factory by end of next year in Ghana. So the other partner, where I come from, Sri Lanka, and we are the largest manufacturer and the market leader, whereas we have a bigger factory than you find this part of the world. We are big, whereas we can go to 60,000 tons per month. So in terms of addressing you, your community is not new to me because I have been heading Sri Lanka's Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka. I was heading their marketing and operations for 10 years. So I really know how engineers behave, and I know how engineers react. And I'm very pleased to see you because this message might go within hours to Sri Lanka, whereas it covers about 20,000 engineers. All right, where I have about 400 on my phone. All right. So I must tell you one thing. This is important. Please keep in mind. We are facing the same crisis in Sri Lanka as Ghana. All right. So Asians plus Africans. Now, what you said, people are coming from out and doing everything in your country, and they take money out. This is point that I have to take out first. Number one, I think I always said this is not on Fabrimetal. I'm commonly talking about engineers. I think when COVID came up all over the world, doctors were recognized, but nobody knew that these what they produce and machinery, the injections and are done by engineers. So you do your work behind, but you are not recognized. Right? There is one major issue all over the world. I'm talking of engineers actually. And this is a time that Ghana, the inflation is going up very badly. When it's Sri Lanka, it's the same. I want to tell you, the ladies told you the same thing, because when it comes to quality and standards, I think a gentleman is here from Standard Institute. If I don't, I think someone is here. I don't know whether he's here. So I think when it comes to your industry, you should, number one, it should be quality and standards when it comes to construction industry. So if you don't maintain quality and standards on construction industry in the future, you lose the industry, the future industry also. So I think it's a matter of not only the standard institution, but it's commonly to engineers that you should take this responsibility. I think it should not be politicians of any country, whereas you decide. So I personally want to tell the engineers, whereas when you commend your institution, please go to the authorities and tell you decide on the tender document and the quality of the products that you use. That will eliminate, whereas you have all those problems will walk out, whereas you decide on the material actually. That part should be not politicians or any other else, it should be engineers. Because you have the best knowledge of this product. Because you can't, you just a ordinary man or lady cannot identify our products. So it's your baby end of the day to decide. I think the institution should take this into hand and have deciding factors on every tender or every project that comes to Jahana should be your baby, whereas you decide on the quality or the standard of the product. This is should be on document. I think this should go to the parliament. I think the engineering act is there with you. Engineering council has act as gone. I think this is number one priority on your end. And the other thing I want to tell you, you find people coming into your country, you fund them, they will take your money away, whereas you don't get anything in your country. So number one, what I would tell you is, when you have a gap between the industry and the professions like you don't should not have a gap, because we and you should work together, whereas we don't find unwanted people or unwanted money taking out of your country. So whereas we are a local manufacturer, I must tell you that frankly, we are a local manufacturer. And we have about 1,000 people employed with us. This is a clear fact. Keep in mind, we have engineers. Here, this guy is a quality engineer of ours. Ghanaian, he's a marketer. So keep in mind, we have about 1,000 people with us. Indirectly, we have so much, about 3,000. So this money goes to your families. End of the day, you should look at the local manufacturers. It's your responsibility to retain them. Importers will bring down and take the money out. This is why Ghana is facing. Even Sri Lanka is the same. So you should decide on the products, especially look at the local people who are producing. End of the day, the money retains at the country and you decide on the local manufacturing, whereas we give employment to your people of this country. This is what is happening everywhere, especially in Asia and Africa. So this is one thing that I must tell you. And when it comes to Fabrimetal, for us, as I said earlier, the best thing is we have come to you just because this product we want to promote through engineers, whereas anybody doesn't know about it, right? So we need your support and we will definitely supporting you back. So it's a mutual understanding, whereas you and us take this forward as a local company and have this understanding for the future. Whereas we have certain things. Number one is marketing through professionals. They are the ones who can decide. Nobody, ordinary people cannot decide on our products. So you have your knowledge, number one. Number two, we are day by day, we want to improve quality and standards. That's what we look at. And almost all we are looking at technological advancements in the world, but we don't have, we are trying to put up some new factory by end of next year. So whereas we have Sri Lanka, we have a better factory than this, latest technology in the world. So we are looking at three areas: quality and standards, professional involvement to go through. Then we are finally, I think I must tell you, the engagement that we want to do. I think most of you have seen One Nation, One Steel that we went to on our billboards, and we are here with One Nation, One Steel. When we looked at our employment, we want you to understand that we give back to the society and the community. Otherwise, nobody benefits. And some people take money out of the country and you don't benefit. So the engagement, we are looking at this, we are looking at CSR programs, empowering artisans, actually artisans who are on your lineup, and engineering. and other professions also. So all those things, engineers should be in forefront when you are deciding on products. So thank you for your time. I just wanted to give you an idea where we look at engineers and respect engineers. So thank you for your time. My friend David will go with a simple presentation of ours so that we can understand where Fabrimetal stands and what we are doing for. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Malik, for setting us off. I'm David Maunya. I'm the marketing manager for Fabrimetal Ghana Limited. We are the pioneers in the manufacturing of high tensile reinforcement bars in Ghana. So for us, I mean, it's always been about Ghana for us, empowering the nation, making sure that we give employment and a lot of opportunities to some of the nationals, so they know that they are benefiting from investments such as ours. So if you just give me a little time, I'll just take you through a presentation of who we are and what we do, and then we'll take it from there. But before then, I want to know, how many of us have heard of Fabrimetal? Okay, all right. So let's see if what you've heard is actually what's in the presentation. Okay, so just a brief on our facility. We are located at Chopwood on the Tema Flower Road. We spread across about 150 acres of land, and we have an annual production of 150,000 tons. This, we are actually making new investments, and this number will double by middle of next year, because we are opening up another plant right behind here. Now, in terms of our global reach, this is where we are. The other countries that you find us in, we are in Angola, we are in Congo, Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, and Togo. And I'm sure by the middle of next year, we'll add on more. Now, just to talk about our partners from Sri Lanka, Melwa, which is a leading steel manufacturer, in fact, the biggest in Sri Lanka, is a strategic partner of Fabrimetal. And they also run a yearly production of about 500,000 tons. And this is where we're actually trying to get with our steel rebars facility. Okay, so of course, Fabrimetal also has a vision. We want to grow. We started in the year 2016. Then in 2019, we also added on a plant for galvanized products and pipes, which is another subsidiary of Fabrimetal called Roofing and Steel Ghana Limited. And then obviously in 2020, we increased capacity for TNT rebars. That's the reinforcement bars, the high tensile reinforcement bars. Then in 2021, we launched a facility to start manufacturing angles and sections, what we call merchant bars. So we have the angles, we have the U channels, we have the flats, and products like that. And then also in 2022, we launched a new range of the U channels as well. Now, we aim at being the largest producer by year 2024 and market leader by year 2025. So in terms of some of the special value additions, of course, we have the technical expertise. We are able to customize our products, especially when there's a large ton. So based on an order, we can customize for you anyhow you want in terms of the length and the thickness as well. We have very good integrated systems, our lab testing and quality control. That's why we have Nana here, who is very best in that area to make sure that we ensure consistency in the quality of our products. So these are just pictures of some of our products. So for you to recognize our products on the market, we boldly have displayed the Fab 500 on our products and boards, plus the size of the rod as well. Now, in terms of ensuring quality and being verified, we are partners with these institutions, and they constantly verify our products and our certifications. We have ISO, and then also BS 449 2015. Okay, so we also manufacture billets locally. Like we said before, Fabrimetal is a strong local player when it comes to manufacturing of steel. So all these products we manufacture locally, no importation. So this is just to take you through our production process, some pictures. You have our furnace there. Then you have our quenching box. Then we have our automated cooling bed as well. And and then that's our bar counter strapping, and then obviously we are offloading. I think one of the things we really want to delve into, especially with the engineers, is we want to be hosting you a lot at our facility so that we can take you through a live experience of this production going on. So I'm sure Mr. Joseph will help us with that. We'll see how best we can get you into groups, host you at our factory, and then just take you through our process so you understand the product and the processes better. So these are the sizes that we come in. We'll also be giving you some bags that contain our product information as well, and contacts so you can get in touch for more inquiries. Okay, so of course we have a lab for testing. We make sure that all our rebars go through the testing. Material testing as well, also on testing. Is also on testing. So we do the bendability test to make sure that it's able to withstand conditions. So like we said before, to identify our rebar, you see boldly written on it from 500. That's when you know that this is from Fabrimetal. This is because I think there's been a lot of, from our research, there's been a lot of concerns about making sure that you have the right size when you go out to buy, making sure that your 12M is actually a 12M. So because we know what we are bringing out, because we know what we are producing, we boldly display it on our bars so that in case you have any issues, you always know where to go back to. So in terms of few projects, we are very huge in supporting projects. We work with a lot of the construction companies. These are some of the notable projects that we have supported in Ghana. Okay. All right, so of course, we always talk about the fact that we're empowering Ghanaians, so we have a very strong CSR arm, Fabrimetal Foundation. We're very strong in the fight against COVID-19. We are very, very active in Green Ghana Day and a lot of the government initiatives that are launched to support local capacity. So yes, so this is just a little bit of Fabrimetal, and I hope that you will engage us more once you receive the packs that we have for you. Thank you very much. I think there's not much time, but let me just introduce you to Nana. He's in charge of our quality control. Any technical questions you may have, I think he's available to give you answers to, and we'll be seeing you soon at the factory. Mr. Joseph. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we don't have too much time, so there will be no Q&A. I have only one question to ask. Nana, are you a member of the institution? Nana, you are in trouble. You have to sort it out.